Hey, this is Julian. I'm joined
Yeah,
by Carol. Welcome to our all new late night rap. Carol, what go on?
day I'm a brethren. Another
All
day
right,
in
Carol.
paradise. Another day in paradise.
Cooler man, cooler man. Carol, let's get into it. Right.
Mhm.
First up, Adidas unveiled a Bob Marley inspired Jamaica national football team gears. And guess what?
What a disrespect.
It has divided fans, Carol. Right? Mainly because of the departure from our national colors, right? So it's not black, green, and gold. It's red. It's the Rasta colors, right?
With black
Uh,
and with black and white.
yeah, with black and white. All right. What's your take?
First question I must ask though, is it the national team jersey or is it a fan jersey?
That was my question as well. Right? That was my question as well.
If it's a
Mhm.
fan jersey, why me want one? Me not telling a lie, them bad them look good and everything and not can't criticize how them look, but if it's a team jersey, we now expect some set of footballer to play in a that to represent Jamaica. That is disrespect. That is a lack of civic pride. And it show, I would have say, greed and ballslessness, which is a term I
Mhm.
find. A lack of cojones on the part of the JFF, who would allow some man to use money to make them come talk about, oh, we can wear this up, spend a bag of money behind it and blah, 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 blah. And you just accept that without thinking of the national repercussions that will cause. So I see it as a big disrespect if you ever say the reggae boys was playing like that to represent me. Yeah. We don't want to labor too long on it, but I don't think you have a man out there. We love a red, green, and gold, a white green and gold like me. Me I wear Rasta belt. For years, me love my Rasta belt. Me feel naked without my Rasta belt. Everybody who know me know that. Me love my ice cream and gold, but that is not my Jamaican colors. And I hear them say it's a Marley inspired thing. Well, guess what? A Jamaica make Marley. No disrespect to the Marley legacy and the great the king who will never be enthroned, right? No disrespect to him, but it's Jamaica make him. It's not him make Jamaica. So for Jamaica, I go Bow and Jenny Flake to some Adidas where has its roots in Germany, no less. For come tell we say, put the ice screen and gold in your national flag and make your boy them play night because we are spending money. Them for go away. You know, common Jamaican language. Them for go away.
Yeah, man, Carol. I mean, I won't labor too long on it. I have a similar take as you. Lovely design. Great collector's item. A great alternative jersey, right? My question, like you, is whether it's our permanent jersey or only jersey, right? If that's the case, then that's a problem. The national colors were selected for a reason. Each color, the black, green, and gold having its own significance, which defines us as a people, right? The Rastafarian colors, albeit a significant part of our culture, is not the end all be all
It does
of
not
who we,
represent every Jamaican.
of who we are.
It does
Exactly,
not
right?
represent every Jamaican. Not
So
everybody is of Rasta mind and Rasta mindset.
that is it. A significant part,
And
right?
that's why our motto is out of many
Mhm.
one people.
That's right. That's right.
Out of
And enough
many
love to the
one
Marlies.
people. Yeah.
love to the Marlies, right?
Yeah, what you
This
mean?
is
What
not
you
an attack
mean?
on the Marlies at all,
No,
right?
no, it's not a disrespect to them at all. But
Yeah,
you have to think about. So what about the people who go to church?
yeah,
What about the
exactly.
Jewish-born Jamaicans, the Arab-born Jamaicans, the Jamaicans of European lineage, right? The
Yes.
Jamaicans who are Christians who don't align themselves with the Rasta faith and philosophy. What about those people? The
Mhm.
flag represents every single one of us. So don't
That's right.
disrespect.
Exactly.
Next thing I want a man know, before we left on this, I'm gonna ask a question and know about this thing, is that
Mhm.
is is the as a JFF issued a statement, and can the government of Jamaica, who within a situation like this, the ultimate decision would lie, have any talk in it like how government can interfere in a FIFA run something and ray. Is that sticky situation? Because can a sporting goods company tell me under FIFA rules the government not to interfere? Say we can't tell some set of player where I represent my country what to wear, which part we draw the
Mhm.
line there.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
Yeah, Kyle. Mm. No man. Good question. Very good question. I think a big problem right now is that the GFF is so cash strapped, in my opinion, that you know any deal that they get, right? It's a good deal.
I don't
Ultimately,
business with them. I don't business with them on them argument there. I don't business
right?
with them on
So,
them argument. So where you tell me now, as a Jamaican
mm,
now, sake of money, me must kettle out my thing, me must prostitute out my thing, but just through money, I mean, cash. JFF's cash trap, because them go for some little European-minded coach. And make we down their World Cup, we get the easiest chance to qualify, and them would have get how much million US? Them would have no cash trap situation if them did find a good coach. We'd have their
yeah.
World Cup now and we'd have talk about how we're going to spend that money that we FIFA all give it. So don't come to me with no money argument, because it's uno make uno broke. Because the JFF is an inept, in my view, an inept organization with people
That,
who think archaic and they need to be replaced.
hmm
But that's the next argument.
That's the next argument, Carol. But Carol, let's move on to world football. Carol, the biggest thing right now is the fact that racism, alleged racism, has once again overshadowed football. All right, and we're talking about the recent match between Madrid and Benfica, Champions League match, in which Madrid won 1-0. But after Vinicius scored a winning goal, um, he celebrated, and after which he was allegedly racially abused um, by the Benfica Argentinian player, who it is said call him a monkey,
Mono,
right? And the mono. And
with what? You notice that put me shirt over my mouth
yeah,
from the
yeah,
start.
yeah. But Kyle, shockingly, the world of football has been split, right? With some people actually shockingly, well, of course, a lot of people supporting Vinicius, but shockingly, there have been people who supported um,
Look here.
the,
Look here.
the, the, the,
Them say
the alleged
politics. Them say
perpetrator.
politics
Some
and
people
sports.
are even victim blaming Vinicius,
Yeah.
Carol.
Some people say
Come on, come on.
politics and sports must meld and must mix, but politics is very much involved in sports. See? And guess what? That is how the world is today. Seeing people like Vinicius, people like me and you, always get blamed, right? No, This thing is not something new in a football or in the world. Where we know say when a man who's umbilically connected to Africa by skin color or otherwise, not because born in the West, black people have always been victimized wickedly. And when you bawl about it, oh, you're bringing up something and you must forget about these, all these things happen. No, from the days of Lindy De La Pena, Cyril Regis, Dan Barnes, call the player them. The one who used to play with Coach Jamaica, Paul Hall. Talk about the whole of them, Dwight York, to all of them. There was a situation with a Brazilian player many years ago when they might take a corner and the crowd throw the banana and him take the banana and eat it. You remember that? You remember that? And score from a corner. Do you remember that? Racism
Yeah,
against black players is not new, especially in Europe,
that's right.
right? And then now we must remember that the South American continent full of racism also and colorism. Look at the very same country where Vinicius born in is one of the most racist countries on the planet, which is Brazil, although me, myself, is a supporter of Brazilian football, but not necessarily Brazilian politics. So me no want a man now come talk about Vinicius for ignore and Vinicius a play victim and Vinicius bally and re. Vinicius represent me and you and every other black youth on this planet will achieve something. And because him is better at it and 10 times better at it than some people who believe in their minds to them superior, him get a lot of fight. That is a very great football player, Vinicius Jr. And every time him celebrate, time do something, him get penalized for it. Like him cannot celebrate. So what I'm
That's right.
doing, Klinsmann used to dive. You know, remember that? Remember when them used to say Klinsmann love dive and when him celebrate, him dive and celebrate and the man them go down panic. So what is different than when Vinicius goes and hold up him shirt and say Vinicius, me do that. We're different. What's the difference? From the days of Pele, Pele was kicked out of the 1966 World Cup. We forget that. I don't want no man come go out like say Vinicius Jr. a playing of
Yeah,
victory. Them victimized
yeah,
that
man.
youth.
Yeah,
And he
man. Yeah,
is
man.
the only one. Look how the British press deal with Raheem Sterling. Eh? Look how them deal with Saka, even to this day. Eh?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So we are gonna tell him, say racism not real and we must ignore it. It will tap.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Carol, I think there's a lot of ignorance at play. You know, I've heard the comments, you know, about, you know, if you, you know, if you know you're not
A monkey.
comparable to a monkey,
Yeah.
why react to it, etc., etc., etc. Right? That's
Well,
bullshit. But but let me hold on now. Let me say something. Right? Those people are ignorant to the history of racism. Right? Comparing black people to monkeys is a centuries old iconography of racism, right? And it was used to dehumanize us, right? To support discriminating against us, right? So for those people who are victim blaming Vinicius for reacting the way he did, right? They need to read a book, in my opinion.
they're ignorant and naive.
That's right, right? You know, racism has no place in this world, right? And much less the beautiful game of football, right? And there
Which
needs
is
to
a
be
cosmopolitan,
a
which is a mixture
thorough
of every race.
investigation, right, into the allegations against this Benfica player. We didn't call his name. His name is Gianluca Prestani, right? Argentinian player. So you know, we're welcoming a thorough investigation by the football authorities.
And I told him my breath.
Mhm.
And I told him
Yeah,
my breath. And how much black faces there in other place where them are go talk about investigating authorities and how much black people they know to represent our view
Yeah.
what we are talking about. Me not hold my breath on that, brethren. And them out give him a little fine or something. And you see the same club Benfica release something blaming Vinicius Jr. and Benfica's most greatest ever player is a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Eusebio.
Eusebio. Yeah, exactly. That's right.
And
That's
Eusebio
right.
was a victim of racism himself, and he did remain silent until him near to him death. Him start anti-racism something. FIFA use him as a little prop. And
That's
he
right.
was told that him can never go play for no other club because he was the property of the Portuguese people. That's what they told Eusebio.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest footballer ever kick a ball. Remember them man they going to 66 and them man they beat Pele side, you know.
Yeah.
Portugal beat, I think Eusebio scored a trick in another match there. I wonder if some man know history. Because if you don't know where you're coming from, you can't know where you're going. Every time black people try to uplift themselves in a one way, in any way, shape, or form, it has always been destroyed by some scheme. Not only in sports. Not only in sports. If you check it out, in music, when a black man rise up, somewhere, some form or way, them try to whoever want to. And I'm going to end by quoting one of the greatest entertainers of all time. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. And them brother they
Yeah.
from Argentina will whitewash them place. So if you go to Argentina right now and walk through Buenos Aires, you don't see one black face. And isn't it so strange and questionable that Brazil have the most black people living in one country in the diaspora and Argentina who border Brazil you can barely see a black man down there? How comes? And slavery they down there. How comes?
That is it.
You don't
How
remember how
come?
them deal with Mbappe last World Cup? You don't remember how them deal with Mbappe?
That's right.
And when
Yeah.
them a talk about compare people to monkey, look pan our lip. Our lip fat and black and round and juicy. Monkey have thin lips. Monkey have thin lips. And I want to know which race of people have thin lips. So who more comparable to monkey? Careful what them a do with them white inferiority.
All right. With that, Carol, very good discussion, but we can talk about this all night.
Yeah, true, you know.
But we are cut off right now.
But we're going to give them a part two.
Cool, man, definitely. All right, guys, thank you for joining in. We
Boom.
can sign out. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Right, this was a
Thomas Smith.
all right. All right, that is it. We're out. Good night.